Hey G Squad, welcome back to the channel. So in this video I'm giving you another version of my lentil soup. This one is slightly different from the last one you watched, so to see how I put this one together, then keep watching. Alright family, so here are all the ingredients right here on the counter that I'm going to be using. And I'll make sure I list everything in the description box, as well as I will be calling it out or flashing it on the screen as I'm going along with this recipe. Alright, so let's get started. Alright family, so currently I have like 2 tablespoons of olive oil in my pot and it's heating up. So I'm going to first sear my chicken breast, and the chicken that I'm using, I showed you all this in my last video, it's the Italian seasoned chicken breast. And so this is how it looks. I thawed it out, and so now I'm going to add it to this pot. Make sure that's good and hot. So once this gets hot, I'm going to add this to the pot and start to sear it. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to allow this to cook, and then I'll pop back in once I'm ready to take it out. Alright, so the chicken is ready, so I'm going to remove it from this pot. So now I'm just going in and I'm just scraping the remnants of the chicken and mixing it with my oil. So now to the same pan or pot, I'm going to add my carrots, celery, and onion. And I just already, as you can see, I diced them up. Set up real well. Then I'm adding my onion. And if your pan starts to dry out, you can add some more olive oil. See a big chunk of onion right there. Let me take care of that. There we go. These are kitchen shears. So now these are going to saute for about 5 minutes. But on the 3-minute mark, I'm going to add my minced garlic, because I don't want the garlic to burn. And you'll have some fresh garlic. That would taste even better with this. I do have fresh garlic. I just didn't feel like mincing it, so I'm just going to use the one in the jar. So I'm just mixing this all around to make sure it's coated with this oil that's in the pot. Right, so I'll let that sit, and like I said, about 3 minutes from now I'm going to go ahead and add the minced garlic. Y'all, it smells so good in here. Alright, so I'm going to add a tablespoon of this minced garlic in here. So I'm going to let this go for like another minute. Alright, so now I'm going to add my brown lentils. Now I washed these, rinsed them off really well, and this is a cup. So now you just want to mix everything together. Make sure your lentil picks up all the oil and and mix in real well with your carrots, onions, and peppers. Let this go for about a minute. Okay, so now I'm adding a container which is equivalent of 4 cups of chicken broth. And I'm adding 2 cups of water. And give that a nice stir. Okay, so I'm also going to add now some black pepper. I said it's about half a teaspoon. Okay, so now the rest of our seasonings, we're going to add those towards the end. So I'm going to put my lid on this and allow this to simmer. I'll let it simmer for about 10 minutes and then we'll come back. Alright, so while our soup is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and cut up our chicken. And you could cut this up in cubes, you can shred it, whatever your preference is. Okay. Alright, so this has been simmering for like 10 minutes. So now I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of some turmeric. And half a teaspoon of coriander. Okay. So again, I'm going to allow this to simmer for another 25 minutes. In the last 5 minutes, I'll add the chicken and the cumin. But that's what it looks like right now. It smells amazing in here. Alright, so I'll see y'all shortly. Alright family, so the soup has been cooking for like 20 minutes. So now what I'm going to do is turn it off. And now I want to add like a creamy texture to this. So what I'm going to do is scoop out some of the soup. I wish I had one of those soup ladles, y'all. But I guess you gotta use what you have, right? So I'm going to scoop some of this out, and I'm going to actually use my, you can either put it in your blender, or you can use your handy dandy tool to blend it, okay, if you have one of those. Okay, so I just move you back here and get you set up. Okay, so there we go. So now I'm going to use my immersion and just go ahead and Add some more to it. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, so now I'm going to add this back to my pot. Y'all hold on, bring it over a little bit. Tell you, boy, when you got to be the producer, the cameraman, the editor, everything falls on you. So add this back to our pot. Okay, turn this back on a little simmer. And now I'm going to add my chicken. So you see the difference in the texture now. It has a little creaminess to it. And I'm also going to add some of this cumin to it now. Like half a teaspoon of cumin. And then now once you get this mixed up, you're going to taste it. If you need to add any salt, I have my salt here on deck. Oh, this smells amazing, amazing, amazing. Oh, and family, the reason I add the cumin at the end is because it has a real potent taste to it. And so by adding it towards the end, it helps to keep that fresh, boldness about it, okay? So if you was curious as to why I didn't add it, early on in the recipe. Okay, so let me give it a taste, see if I want to add any salt. Yep, so I'm going to add some salt to this. Okay. And I'm just going to let this go for about another 10 minutes, and then we're done. Okay, so I'll see you back shortly. All right, family, so here we are, my creamier protein packed version of the lentil soup. As you can see, it's slightly different from the vegetarian version that I've done. And if you haven't seen that one yet, make sure you go check that out. Show me some love. I will actually attach that video to this one, and just click the link and it'll take you right over there. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I thank you so much again for stopping in and seeing what your girl is cooking up and showing me some love. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye.